I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. Welcome to Psychic Cafe. Just made it in time. I woke up about half an hour ago, so I had to do a bit of a rush to get on in time, but I made it. Maybe 1 minute late. Not so bad, hey? So I'm going to go deeper into the daily read today. Thursday, the 11th of June. What about transformation today? Maybe a tower moment. Let's just make sure I'm on. Maybe a tower moment to bring that transformation in. Of course, it depends on the person, doesn't it? And it depends on the situation too, not just the person. I mean, sometimes we're making decisions for ourselves. We're brave, we move forward, stuff like that. We do those hard things. And then sometimes we don't want to see the signs. We don't want to take action on it. Then a tower moment eventually comes in. Morning, Yvonne. How are you? Chat on there. Hey Chris, how are you? Yeah, I'm good this morning. I've got a bit of a headache, but I slept so good last night. Good and long. So yeah, transformations today. Could be enforced transformations. But in the daily I was talking about how we need to be. We need to be the people, the kind of positive people. What I mean by that is shifting from fighting fires kind of thing, focus on lack, to shifting to what it is we want to do, or what kind of life it is that we want to have. It's two different focuses. One's on lack and one's not. And it might not seem like you're based in lack. And I'll just give an example. I was hoping Saskia going to be on, because we had a chat a few days ago. And, well, stuff that she's going through is stuff that I went through probably about a year ago in her body. But the way that we're approaching it is so very, very different. And I wanted to use that as an example. And so what happened with me was I was changing my diet so that it matched and didn't do harm to my body, so for my training and stuff. Looking into all of that. I shifted my diet, I lost a lot of weight, and stuff happened. I started to go through menopause before all of that. Then it went a little bit crazy as I was losing the weight, all my hormones and everything, and then it back to normal again. Now, she was kind of waiting to do my weight loss coaching, saving up for it, I think. And then she started getting these menopause symptoms. Hope she doesn't mind me talking about this to people. But they're really similar to the ones that I went through. And the thing is, we're having really similar experiences, but I was doing it from a very different mindset. I wasn't experiencing symptoms and trying to fix them. They just came along while I was trying to be the healthiest I could possibly be. So that's the difference between the lack mindset. It's not necessarily lack, but it's just dealing with things as they come along. Instead of having a mindset of, okay, I'm going to be really healthy, really happy, I'm going to manifest this for myself. And this is the reason that millionaires can go bankrupt. They can lose everything. Hey, John. They can lose everything. They can go bankrupt. And then very shortly afterwards, they can be millionaires again. Hey, Ashley. It's because their focus never changes. The focus never changes. They're always focused on what it is that they want to create and something that they want to create. They never get to that fighting fire mode. They don't think like a person who's never had anything. When they're bankrupt, when they don't have anything, they don't think like that at all. And likewise, if somebody wins the lotto and they've always been in lack, they'll get themselves back to lack again, because their thinking doesn't change. They're still in fighting fire mode. And it's the only way to get out of that lack is to change your mentality. And it's hard to do it. I'm not saying it's easy to do. But that's what we're being asked to do today, especially around these new beginnings. So if you find that you've been fighting fires, just trying to deal with the crap that comes along, instead of being proactive and creating your life, you want to change that as much as possible. Now, the daily read also went into how the universe is always listening to us. always listening to us. We've got a double card on that one, in fact. So it's not enough just to pray or just to meditate every now and then, or just to do vision boards or write down your goals once a day. It's not enough to do that, because the universe is listening to you the rest of the time too. And so I was talking about making life a constant conversation with the universe, because it is anyway. Life is a constant conversation with the universe. So why not be aware of it? Why not be aware of it and speak to the universe, have a conversation with the universe in awareness all the time. Hey Ashley, how are you? That's what you need to do, Ashley. Anne, how are you? Welcome, Anne. Right, so I've picked a card out from the other deck, whatever it's called. Let's finish my coffee. Feelings. Got feelings today. Feelings says, emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow me, dear divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they no longer hold me captive. Emotions want to be felt today. Yippee. More emotions, really. Emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow me, dear divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they can no longer be held captive. You can no longer hold me captive. Adding a feeling twist onto it today, so it could be an emotional day as well. These tower moments that could happen to push you into the change, and that could be an emotional one. Who have we got on today? Let's see. I'm going to go deeper into the daily now, and then stick around because I'm going to do readings for you guys as well, if you haven't been on before. Right, things to bring us into the moment. This is about what we think we know. Just as you think you know something, something comes up along to show you that you don't know it at all. And something happens to bring us into the moment so that we do know the truth, or more of our truth. A truthier truth than we knew before. The only way out is through, for sure, with the emotional stuff, yeah. I spent many years trying to avoid emotional stuff. So something shows up today that takes us from what we thought we knew to something else, to some other kind of knowing. But it's a better knowing for us. It works. It's a truth that works better for us. So we can't say something is truth, total truth, because it's different for everyone. But you can hold one truth one week and then another truth the next week, and it'll be right for you. We create our experiences with what we know. So we're having some kind of a mind shift today too, which is always the way, isn't it? That's what the Daily Read said. It was about inner transformations. I said we're in a transformation, having inner transformations today. So that's interesting. Things are happening today. Thursday the 11th. So if you're still in Wednesday the 10th, this is your prediction for tomorrow. Oh, look at this. Blame and criticism. Yuck. So it could be about that for some people. It could be about situations where you get blamed or you criticize, or you're blaming and criticizing yourself, and it all seems to blow up and it makes you feel terrible, and the emotions, that feeling stuff comes into it, and it's enough to change your mind about what it is that you want in your life. Could be something like that for some people today. Shit hits the fan kind of a day. Things blow up. Things get worse. Worse before they get better. And these tower moments, they're always when we haven't listened to the guidance that we've got anyway. When we haven't left that relationship that we know that we need to leave. When we haven't left that job that we know we need to leave. What else? What other towers do we get? Sometimes we get tower moments when we're in that lack consciousness that I was talking about. Or it feels like a tower moment, really it's just more of the same manifestations from that lack focus. Okay, we've got detachment and brilliance. Yeah, so these transformations today, it is about detachment, it's about letting go. It's about letting go so we can have a new beginning. So that's what's being shown for us all, is a new beginning, and we've got to let go, got to detach. Detaching from things that are less than, things that we don't really want, things that aren't great for us. We've got to detach from them so we can move to what's brilliant. What would be brilliant for us? So again, this is about that thinking, that lackful thinking, shifting from the lackful thoughts to that proactive, positive, moving towards something that you want. That's the only difference between successful people and unsuccessful people, is that mindset. Who was I talking to that about? Not last night, the night before. David. The only difference is the mindset. Interesting. And a lot of people don't realize that, you know. It's just mindset. I think sometimes you're a victim of your circumstances, that you can't get past it. And really it's not. The world reorganizes itself when you shift your mindset. And it's not always easy to do. But it really does. It changes everything. And it doesn't happen in an instant, you know. If you're changing yourself from like a poverty mindset to an abundance mindset, even if you manage to do that in an instant, that shift, your circumstances wouldn't instantly change. You wouldn't suddenly wake up in a palace, you know. But it would change, and it would change quite quickly. And generally we get the initial hit. The universe shows us that we're doing the right thing, and so we get an instant win. That's been coming up in readings lately, the instant win days, where we get a sudden manifestation because we've suddenly started doing the right thing. But then the long-term effects, they kick in later. So it's like the universe wants to show us that we're doing the right thing straight away, to give us some instant feedback to keep us going. Also got flowing and find a new approach today. We are being headed toward a new beginning. New approaches to our lives. This is like a new lifestyle. Changing life completely. Something that would be brilliant for us. Not just better for us, brilliant for us. So what could you focus on that would be brilliant for you? And can you focus on that instead of the problems, the chaos, the conflict, the lack, the word that came into my head before, but I can't think what it is now. Not chaos. You know when someone's really good in not in a drama, but that's another one to not focus on. Can't think. I'm losing words lately in my readings. It's funny, yesterday's daily read, what was the word that I couldn't think of? It was prelude. I couldn't think of the word prelude, and then lots of people put in the comments that it was prelude that I was looking for. Okay, so that's it. So something's happening to change what we think we know. So it could be a tower moment day to shift us forward. For some people, a lot of people around them blaming and criticizing, and that's your signal that could make you feel a lot, an emotional signal to move away from that. Or you could find that you're doing that yourself. You know, you could just be around dickheads and find yourself blaming and criticizing them, and then you just wake up and realize, this isn't me. What am I doing around these people? These are not my people. It could be that kind of thing. We need to detach from the lackful thinking, even if we haven't realized that it's been lackful thinking. If we think it's just life happening to us, and us responding to it. We've got to snap out of that and be more proactive and have a vision for our life and get focused on that the majority of the time. Live life as a conversation with the universe. And then we are being flowed toward a new approach. So we are being flowed toward this new beginning. It's not, this isn't saying you need to create a new beginning now. This is saying what's happening already, what our higher selves are doing to us already. Interesting. So who would like a reading? I'm going to do some mini readings for you. Just pop up a message saying me, please. I got the play card out again today. So how was it? 2 days ago I had play and romance, and I had have a good time and something else. And I ended up doing just that. After all, I got play and success. Yay! So that's like being playful with my business and stuff. And I will be doing a lot of videos today. Prepare and appreciate self. That's preparing for appreciation to come in. So it's all about success for me today. Yay! Been doing something different. Not yesterday, I didn't do anything yesterday, but the day before I was recording the bonus reads that I'm going to publish tomorrow evening. And I've made them a bit different this time. So it's just going to be the bonus reads each week that I'll do it on. But what I did was I recorded one for one star sign. Usually I'll just record them back to back, hit record over and over again and make the videos back to back. But what I did this time is I recorded one, and then when that was done, I was uploading it to YouTube and did a written reading to go with it. So it's going to be a deeper dive. It is a deeper dive into that reading that I just did, the video reading that I just did. And so this is going to be like the cheap version of a reading. If the bonus read resonates with you, you can get that. And it is like a private read, but it's not a private read. It's one that goes with the video reading, and it's called a deeper dive, and it'll be like $10 to get that. So there'll be one for each star sign. So we'll see how that goes. So that's my kind of fun new thing that I'm playing with at the moment. Okay, readings. Hey Joya and Karen, Corey. Corey, you've got no worries and believe in yourself. It actually came out that way around. No worries and believe in yourself. I feel like this is about relationships and you trying to please someone else, or it's like you're trying to make a relationship work by focusing on what they want and changing yourself maybe, or thinking that you have to change yourself to make them happy, instead of believing in yourself and what you want from a relationship, and that you can provide that into a relationship. I mean, who you are is enough. You can be yourself in a relationship. You don't need to change yourself to please someone else. That's what I'm getting from this, is that you've got a bit of a worry thing going on. You're not really believing in yourself, whether you're in a relationship or not. It could be that you're in a relationship at the moment, Corey, and you're doing that. Or it could be that this is a belief that you've got about relationships, that you need to somehow be different than you are to please the other person. And it's because of self-judgment. It's because you're judging yourself. That's why. Hey, Carolee. Yeah, it's because you're judging yourself. And so this is a call to love yourself before you get into another relationship, Corey. Love yourself more, get rid of that self-judgment, and then you won't end up in relationships with people that are judging you, and you feel like you'll need to change for them because they'll be criticizing you and all of that. Maybe that blame and criticism tower moment is yours today, Corey. What's going on with my voice today? Here's me. Anne ominous. I like your play on words there, Anne. How are you, Carolee? Haven't seen you in here for a while. Haven't seen you on YouTube for a while. I noticed you commented today. Anne. Okay, changing your mind. Yeah, so what I was just talking about changing your mindset from fighting fires, from the chaos, from the conflict, from the drama, from reacting to whatever life is throwing at you, to being focused, calmly focused on great things for you. It's not going to happen overnight, like I said. It's just a one step at a time thing. And so there could be practices that you put in place and to shift you. Yeah. Ominous. Ominous. There could be practices that you could put in place, like meditation, like writing your goals down to remind yourself. One great way of doing it is, and everyone can do this, is you can record yourself, record your voice. And so if you have some kind of a vision for your future, maybe you want to get into a great relationship, or you want a business that's going to be really successful, and you can speak into, say, your voice recorder on your phone. Make a voice note on there, and as if it's happened already, as if you're looking back and it's happened already and it's telling the story, and then you can listen to that each day. That's a really good way to keep yourself focused. What else? Setting small goals for yourself is a good way as well, to get yourself into that mode, and little goals that you can win each day. Yeah, you haven't been on much lately, Caroline. So Anne, it's about changing your mindset. Oh, because Anne, you're an artist, and you are loved. You're loved and you're loved, and the universe and your higher self wants you to do your own thing. And it wants you to get into the mindset so that you can do your own thing and have it work out for you. So maybe you've got the starving artist kind of a mindset, Anne, instead of a successful artist kind of mindset. And as I said, it's not just about that. I mean, you can pick on that one thing that you're focused on, but generally the way that we think is the way we think. It's the way we think about everything. It's the way we think about relationships. It's the way we think about money. It's the way we think about everything in life. And so your higher self is asking you to change the whole way that you think about things. Not just this bit, but this is the reason why. It's because it wants you to get you doing what you love. Josie. Ouch, but bang on. There you go. Yeah, my readings aren't always pleasant. Some people are afraid to get readings with me, because they're a little bit honest. Josie. Encouragement and gratitude. I'm picking up a negative vibe from gratitude here. How dare gratitude be negative? You know, I'm not saying that this is you, Josie, but this is the vibe that I just want to explain this gratitude card and the vibe that I'm picking up from it with an extreme example that everyone might understand. You know, like a beaten woman, a woman that's in an abusive relationship. Have you ever known anyone like that? And they are talking about their partner in a grateful way. They're grateful for the very, very little, and the terrible that they get from. They seem to be able to see the bright side of them. They seem to be able to make excuses for them, that kind of thing. That's the kind of gratitude I'm picking up, the gratitude vibe that I'm picking up from this card. Sometimes we're in complete lack, and we think we're being grateful and that it's a good thing. We might have a gratitude practice, but you might be being grateful for the scraps. And so, Joe, if you've got a gratitude practice, it might be working against you without you realizing it, because you might just be really grateful for the slightest little bit. You might end up getting into jobs where they hardly give you anything, they hardly pay you anything, and you're grateful for that even. Or in relationships where they're hardly doing a thing for you, and you're grateful for what little you get out of it. And the encouragement card is out instead because that could be a better plan for you. To seek encouragement. Instead of being grateful for the scraps, for the little things that manifest, you could look for encouragement instead. Right, do you know what I mean by that? So if you're asking for money and then you're grateful for the little that comes in, instead of doing that, instead of using gratitude as your practice, ask the universe for encouragement with your money instead. And then when it encourages you by increasing it, then maybe be grateful or just focus on that encouragement. And so this is a way to ask the universe for more so that you receive more, getting focused on encouragement. Same in a relationship too. If you find you're not getting much in a relationship, focus on you receiving from them, you getting encouragement from them, or encouragement from the universe that you're headed in the right direction. So then when your partner does something for you, you see that as encouragement. It's just a little mindset tweak that will help you there, Joan. Interesting. Anne says, no wonder nothing fits. Time to forge a path of my own. Yeah. There you go, Anne. If you want a private reading, they're available, as always. BeHealing.com. Or here. I'll put the link up. Psychic readings with Claire Louise Hay. And you can ask questions in those readings too. I mean, you can click on the Contact Us link at the top or at the bottom of the screen when you order and ask questions. It can be a specific reading. Also, Joe, you're on track. So I feel like, Joe, you've set out to do something. You've got an idea of what you want. And it seems like you're hitting up against brick walls. And it's because of this mindset shift. Your higher self wants to move you to this positive mindset, this successful mindset. But it's having to do it bit by bit because you've got into mindset practices that are working against you. But you are on track. You are on track to what it is that you want. You're not as far off as you think. As I said, when you shift your mindset, like if you could shift your mindset in an instant, you would get an instant manifestation from that. But then the permanent changes, they would come along later. Like for me, when I shift things in my business, when I shift my mindset in the business, it tends to be 3 or 4 months later that I get the benefits from that it really starts manifesting. So some things can take that long, but if you do it, it will change. Chris is up next. Chris, wait for your healing. Well, yeah, you're waiting for things to happen because you're healing yourself at the moment. I guess that's what that's saying. Letting go of the past. Things that were perfect in the past. Things that were good in the past. Hard to let go of things that were good in the past. It's hard to let go of something when it was good. Like if a relationship, say, is there's a lot of good in it, but there's some things you don't like in it, it's very hard to let go of it. Same with jobs too. Very hard to let go of them. Even if there's a lot that you don't like about it, if there's a lot that you do like about it, it makes it hard. Like it's so easy to let go of things that are really bad. And so you're kind of waiting. You're waiting to heal yourself at the moment. It's all about letting go because it's, as I said in the daily, it's these new beginnings that are calling us, and we've got something to let go of. For you, it's trickier, Chris, because things weren't that bad. Yeah, it's live, Aaron. It's live. So I'm doing mini readings for everyone, Aaron. That's what's going on. If you'd like one, just pop up a message saying me, please, and I'll do that for you. So yeah, Chris, I don't know what to say. I don't know what more to say to that. You're waiting for things to manifest because you're healing yourself at the moment. And where you're at right now is letting go of the past, and especially things that were kind of good. Joe Io's up next. Joao. Joao, you got to talk to a friend. Maybe something that you need to get off your chest, or a relationship, a friendship that needs to be sorted out. There's someone to talk to. This could be, something that needs sorting out, but it could just be talk to whatever friend pops into your head. Give them a call. It will be for a reason. Go deeper, go for it. It's about this friendship again. Has someone popped into your head recently, Joanna? Definitely talk to them on a deeper level though. So if somebody's popped into your head, you're wondering, are they okay? You call them up and you say, how are you? And they say, I'm fine. Don't accept that. Go deeper. There's a reason that you need to talk to somebody. Hopefully someone popped into your head when I told you that, Joanna, and you know who that is. Or it's someone that's been in your head already. Ashley's up next. Ashley, you're on track, Sandra, feeling very stressed. Oh. Or are you on track? You're feeling very stressed. Ashley, you're in a time of growth at the moment, a period of growth. Sometimes it can seem slow on the outside, as in manifestations can seem slow, but it's not slow on the inside. I mean, the stuff that we go through, the emotions that we go through and everything that we go through on the inside, that's not slow, is it? And so this is asking you to be okay about that inner growth, about that it's about inner growth at the moment for you, and about, breaking through resistance. Breaking through resistance is what's holding you back from getting what you want. And this is what it is. It's you feeling good enough. That's where the resistance is. You're not feeling good enough to even ask for those big things in the first place. You still think that you're not good enough and you need to inch forward. You need to prove good enough for the next little bit. And it's not true. You're good enough for the big stuff, the big shebang, the whole shebang, all of it. You just got to feel good enough, and that's your resistance, feeling good enough in the first place. So it's like you feel like you're still at school, and you're not. You're already graduated, but your mindset's you're still in school. You're not. Can't scroll. Who's up next? Oh, now it's scrolling. Now it's scrolling too far all at once. Okay, that was Ashley. Who's next? Karen. Karen's up next. And then Sandra. Karen. You're holding yourself back physically, Karen. Why? It's your thoughts that are holding you back. You've got a belief about your body or something. That you've got some restriction in your body. That you can't do something. You're holding yourself back physically. You're actually able to do much more, but your thoughts, your body will comply with your thoughts if you think you can't do something. This could be anything. This could be like, it could be something like not feeling like you've got the energy to work. You know, this could be that kind of what's it called? Fibromyalgia kind of thing. That kind of mindset. It could be thinking that you're too old to have a family or something. I had that conversation with someone else as well a couple of days ago. There's a belief that you've got, and it's in about your physical body, and it's not true. It's holding you back. You need to change that belief. And this is why you've got people around you you're considering to be perfect, and you think that you're nothing like them. You think that you have different circumstances than them. They could do it, but you can't do it. It's causing... You've got compariitis, Karen. It's causing you to set yourself apart from them, but they're mirror reflections. If you've got people in your experience, then they're mirror reflections of you. Then the possibilities that they're showing you are available for you too. You just need to change your mind about it. Yeah. I mean, I used to have people around me telling me that I exercise too much. And now look at me. I exercise a lot more than I did back then now. And I'm in amazing condition. And I'm turning 50 next year. There are really no limits in our physical bodies, but we can limit it because our mind can tell our body what to do. The cells of our body react to our thoughts, to our consciousness. They've got consciousness as well. There you go, Karen. Bit of a different kind of reading for you. Sandra. Ooh. You got I am love and intimacy. How battered are those cards? I am love and intimacy, opening up to somebody, being more intimate, sharing what you've got inside of you, your thoughts, your feelings, being heard. This is about speaking out for your needs, Sandra, what you want, being heard, what would fulfill you, being intimate in that way, not just in a relationship, thinking about what they want from you, how you can love them, but how you can be loved too, what would fulfill you, and actually speaking up about that too. That's come up in quite a few personal readings lately that I've been doing, private readings, about this time to speak up now, time to speak up for what you want, what would fulfill you in like romantic relationships, not necessarily romantic relationships. This could be like family relationships, close friends, that kind of thing too. Any kind of intimate relationship. Karen, bang on, yes. Knee issues will open up to change. Yeah. I had a knee issue. Started eating more meat. It fixed it. The body can repair itself when you eat more animal products. Like, it made a massive difference. Don't have the knee issue anymore. And I thought it was for life. I thought my knee was just damaged and that I was going to have to put up with it forever. But no, it repaired itself. Anyone else want one? Aaron, do you want one? No. Ingrid. I feel like I missed someone out. Chris, yeah, it makes sense to me. Probably about work. You're welcome, Chris. Sandra, done you. Yeah, so interesting. About relationships for you. And like I said in the daily read, sometimes the transformation that we think we want isn't what we really need. I mean, sometimes, we can be wanting, say, our money situation to be sorted out, and if that's something like that is stressing you out. And then the universe comes in with relationship stuff like that. Reading. Maybe that's the shift you need. Maybe that's the opening you need. It's like you can be trying to work, trying to get money or whatever. And what you really want to do is put music on and dance around the room. Well, that could be exactly what you need to shift your energy so that you can attract that money in. So I'm feeling like, Sandra, your higher self wants to shift you from focusing on what is stressing you out onto something else. Ingrid. Okay. Ingrid, whew, you need some time off to go within. You need some you time. Time to think. Yeah. What have you been doing, Ingrid? Doing too much, I think. Maybe doing too much for others, or just doing too much in general. Yeah, your higher self wants you to rest and go within. Take some time to think. That's what I'm hearing. It's about thinking. Time to think. Maybe you feel like you haven't even got time or space to think. Get your thoughts straight. Just finished your semester studies. Yeah, that'd do it, wouldn't it? Oh, wow, I remember being a student. It was stressful. I had to do so much. Yeah, so it wants to wake up your heart now. This warmth card is about the warm and fuzzies in your heart. So if you have got this time for rest now, time to think, use it to think, but also get into your heart, like do things that really you love doing in that rest. It'll give you time to think. Something, I don't know, like somewhere that you like to be, to the beach or something. You need time to think. Doing something nice for yourself, something that opens your heart, something that makes you happy. Carolee, yeah, please. Yeah, please. Carolee, yes, do it. Go for it. Do what you love. Go for it. Have you been thinking about doing something, Carolee, that you'd really love to do? Do it. Your higher self is saying yes, 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 yes. Do it, do it, do it. If you've had an idea about something, definitely do it. It's going to fulfill you, and there's a step of communicating it to others. So this is like something that you can do, something that you want to do, you can do already. You could just tell people about it, like, I can do this. I can do this. Do you want me to do this for you? I'd love to do this for you. And then suddenly it all starts happening for you. So don't make it into a big thing. Don't think, oh, I'll need to set up like some huge thing first. Just communicate it to others. What have you been thinking, Carolee? You've been thinking that you can provide a service to someone, that you'd really love to do that?